Funny story, I nearly killed my sister before she was even born. There's this illness that kids get that can kill children that are pregnant women. So it's like if my mom didn't have the sickness when she was younger, I would have accidentally killed my sister, which is kind of funny.
I
But
wonder if this little
hey,
lad he got
thank
away all
God,
right.
right? Act
Oh,
3.
the caper. I thought he'd never cut the power.
We're
Act
picking
three.
up on story
Act three.
after
Well,
Arthur left.
I hope she likes it.
That
Before we
wasn't
go-
very nice, what you
Hydrate.
did.
Oh yeah, by the way, Ollie is insane. He thinks his family is still alive, but in reality he's just talking to portraits and mannequins. So there is no one here that he's talking to. We saw that in Arthur's act.
To Arthur.
What did you do while I was out?
Stuff.
Chanterelle? You're a master of conversation. Look what I got you in the warehouse.
Oh, she's so
That
pretty.
wasn't very nice what you did to Arthur.
Ollie almost killed Arthur, so... So we're about to get to one of the biggest changes that I hate in this game. They change each of the cutscenes that have other characters like Arthur or Ollie, depending on whose perspective it's playing through, which completely kind of retcons previous points in the story, which I really hate. The community's solution to that and their reason for the slight differences or the giant differences, like meeting locations, is the side effects of how much joy each of the characters are taking. As we move on, remember that this is the perspective of each of these characters, so it is going to slightly change, or just the creators wanting to make the characters seem more favorable and less like pieces of shit, like Arthur is. Also, Merry Christmas, if you're watching this on Christmas. All of the parts for this video should come out on Christmas Day. Anyways, enjoy the video. Adios.
It's a fair bit of Christmas there, isn't it?
Arthur.
The power switch was alarmed.
They're all quite mad.
Oh, wait,
you
no,
know,
this is
the
not
home-army lads.
before Arthur
Did
left.
you know the power switch was alarmed?
I think they want the Germans to come back. It's the shame of it, you see.
You bloody knew.
For heaven's sake, Auntie. Times
He had
are
us
hard,
go
but
get his
you
war
and I are
medals,
neighbours from way
so
back.
Arthur's very upset.
The tanks are hollow, Ollie.
Papier-mâché.
What's that?
The tanks, they're made of papier-mâché.
Like we
The way
made
he
at
says
school.
paper-mâché
We
is
could
hilarious
afford
to me.
them if they didn't really have
Papier-mâché.
tanks.
Did you know they were fake?
Of course not.
I wouldn't have had to lie my way off that train.
I would have told the lads.
But-
Would have risen up.
But Ollie,
Oh my god,
you were the General Secretary.
I did.
You must have known.
Don't forget a thing like that.
I lied my way off that train.
If we'd have known, we'd have risen up. We'd have had to.
I promised Percy I'd keep him safe while we
We'd have
were in
saved
Germany.
you. And everyone else's kids.
Didn't you hear
You
me?
must shit.
I have to go find him.
Papier-mâché.
Oh, bridge is crawling with policemen.
There's that thingamajig you told me about.
But I was going to use that.
You were going to leave me.
No, of course not.
Arthur
You're my
never
daughter.
saw him
They'll never
talk to
believe
his
you're a
daughter
bridge
here.
inspector.
You're right.
I mean,
You're
he still
always
talked to
right.
himself, but it never was at that, like, extent
Take
where he
this
looked
to
away and then Arthur
Maidenholm
looked at
Bridge
him.
and tell the bobbies you're there to fix the bridge works.
And from
Papa me
Maidenholm,
shit.
I can get to Apple
I think it's kind of funny still.
say hello to Percy
Papa
for me.
shit.
Well then,
Papier-mâché.
see you on the other side.
I'm just glad Sally and Arthur both get
I
happy
don't see how you could have
I'm happy with
not
that.
known.
I couldn't have known about the tanks, Meg. I'd never have forgotten such a thing. I'll see the General. He'll tell you. He'll tell us I never knew. Margaret?
Oh,
Margaret? Ah, for fuck's sake!
Someone's broken in. Look, down there.
Jericho. Check out the alarm. Of course it's called Jericho. I got a haircut while off stream. I also went to the fair, and it's a lot shorter than I originally planned.
I think they're setting up some kind of bomb.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Now time to defuse
God.
this barrel bomb.
For Harry and St. George. Where the hell are they getting explosives?
I think they're
More
setting
bombs.
up some
Hey!
kind of bomb.
The non-existent child, aka hallucination. Woo.
I
Crazy.
think we might need to get out of here.
Nice to meet you. You are not going to murder me. Goodbye. Fuck it.
Again. What the hell?
Bonk. Okay, now heal before I die. And defuse the barrel bomb. Okay, we got it.
Don't forget all your things on the
shows
ground
me.
floor. You don't want to leave them behind.
Better get everything I can scavenge out of there.
Careful, those people might still be here.
Might actually be worth it to stay here, but screw it.
How the hell do I get out of here? The doors are blocked.
We can't stay here. The roof's going to fall on our heads any minute.
How about we go back up and jump off the roof?
Are you crazy?
Well, I have that parachute, so it's better than it sounds.
You're going to take a parachute up to the roof and jump off?
If you've got a better idea, don't be shy.
Okay, well, parachute to the roof. Cool. That's a great idea. Hopefully it's an actual parachute and he doesn't get himself killed. The floor is gonna fall beneath me, isn't it? Nope, we're just gonna get hit by a piece of wood.
Merry Christmas, you bastard!
Now, I just need to get up on that roof.
You're not seriously going to jump off the roof?
Yes.
Come on, live a little. Bad choice of words, sorry.
Are you setting their fuse, right? Well, what if Private What's-His-Name lied to us?
Calm down, he's not stupid. We've got him locked up. We don't come back, he'll starve to death.
They've captured one of the Home Army lads.
He could signal somebody through the window.
Then why don't you fuck off back to Canary House if you're worried about it?
Let's
I
get
think I
going.
need to blow up the tower.
Oh, fuck off. I died as I found a first aid kit.
I think they're setting up another bomb.
Where the hell are they getting explosives?
Oh wait, they're missing something. No, I think they found it.
Well, now we have a minute to escape, because bomb.
I think they've stuck the fuse in. They're running away
ladder.
from it. You're going to break
There
your
we go.
legs, if you're very lucky.
Well, I've always wanted to try it. Parachuting. I mean, I've already broken my legs once. Don't recommend it.
When did Ollie break his legs?
This doesn't
When
work.
did that
I won't feel stupid for long.
Trunks away!
Margaret, wait for me!
And it explodes as soon as he jumps. One.
For Christ's sake! Ah, for fuck's sake!
Ollie's fine. He'll live.
Hope those fucking wankers
Probably.
like rubble.
He's
I'm never going
He
back
only
there.
hit the ground
Doesn't matter.
whenever he was...
Tell me, I didn't know about
Yeah, it'll be fine. Everything's fine. Every single one of my perk points on is just health
He's
upgrades.
got
But we can't get into the
Health is
military
very
camp.
useful.
I wonder if that soldier can help. The one the wastrels kidnapped.
Being Ollie, people don't like you, and not just because you occasionally insult them, you just don't fit in. And we know how wellies treat people who don't fit in. You're muscular and a trained soldier, but if you want to avoid having to murder people, stay out of sight when you're trespassing. You are mechanically brilliant, but you can't use a chem lab to save your life.
I
You
feel
don't know
surprisingly
about
poorly
that.
for a man who's just jumped off
Totally
a
use a chem
building.
lab
Your
to
blood
save
sugar's
your life.
probably low. You better use one of those
I'll be
syringes.
fine. Ollie's blood sugar drops over time, making Ollie feel awful. When blood sugar is too high, Ollie's health will slowly deplete. Use a Sucronase syringe to lower it. Or wait, when blood sugar is too low, Ollie will have less health, move more slowly, be weaker, and insult people on sight. Use a glucose syringe or eat food to raise it.
There. Don't you feel better? Maybe you could find a beehive nearby and steal some honey.
I prefer to think of it as harvesting, thank you very much.
Well, now we have a use for all those syringes that we found in the first 2 acts of the game, even though we don't have any of them anymore. Oh my god, I have a wave of people. Take my Molotov instead of,
There
regular
we
ones.
go. Almost as sweet as you, Margaret.
You're a real
Hey,
charmer.
blue is a pretty color.
You're a tough crowd, Meg.
Yes,
You know
but
that.
it's not the normal color for Molotovs. Thank you, the infected lady. Please keep attacking that man and do not let him attack me.
I made a doll of Mum.
It's very like her.
Is it? I wasn't sure.
She was a tad taller.
It's a doll.
She was taller.
That's not very funny.
Well, I thought it was. I'm sorry, you miss her.
I guess. It's just
So he does know that
how
his
everything
wife's
is
dead,
now.
at least.
Nothing's the same. The way things were.
This
doesn't even
memory
seem
kind
real.
of shows that he knew that his wife was dead at
I
some
sort of
point.
miss it, and it doesn't seem real.
You have too much wisdom at your age. It's hardly fair. I got to be a complete numpty until I was 30. What are you smiling for?
Bonk.
So, how'd they get you? Did they sneak into the camp?
I got lost.
I think he deserted.
Oh, taking French leave, or were you full out deserting?
It's always march, 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 drill, 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 and stabby, stabby, stabby with our bayonets.
This
For
is one of the
years.
army guys from the Victory
The
Memorial.
cherries are never going to come back, are they?
I need to go and talk to the general, but they won't let me cross the bridge.
They won't let you through the front gate either. Well, I suppose I do owe you.
I may have killed your friend
just
over there,
tell
bud.
Sergeant
I'm sorry
Oldcastle
about
you
that.
know what
He
happened
was
on Trim Street.
and I had to murder.
What happened on Trim Street?
What happened on Trim Street?
Well, I'm not telling you that.
I guess you're not heading back then.
Murder was
I guess not.
necessary.
See you when I see
It
you
was
then.
actually
Not
not
if I see you
necessary.
first.
He just
I thought we could have
Which
a
is a
chat
lovely
about
thing.
Trim Street.
You shut your bloody mouth, you fat bastard. Let him pass, lads. He's not getting past the front gate anyway. Just this once. Try it again, and I'll kill ya.
This is some pretty nice medical supplies here you have in this closet. Be a shame if I steal it. Hey, I said don't mind me. I said, oh my god, I just went flying. From playing this video game?
Sad
No.
today.
You're a bit nosy.
You don't have to be mean.
I am mean. Ask anybody.
You don't have to be.
You're right. It seems some of the lads over at the camp didn't like being prisoners of war, so they decided to fight back.
Okay.
But they lost.
What did
Blake, how many
Germans
followers
The
do you have now?
Germans.
I haven't checked
Nothing.
in a while.
They got all the other prisoners who didn't fight back, made them shoot them.
do? Which would you have done if you'd been a prisoner of war? Fight back or?
Aye,
Sure,
that's
I
a
have
question.
no followers, but I also
Why
don't stream,
aren't you a
so
prisoner of war?
Blake has
And
39.
That's the other one.
next
They're
year
blowing up the
when I have my own
distillery.
room.
In God's name, why?
So the soldiers don't get drunk all the time?
If I didn't have more important things to do, I'd put a stop to that right quick.
Ramen.
Fucking Starkey's
There
back.
might be.
I need
there
to
probably
speak
isn't.
to
There
the
they-
general.
Get him, lads.
What I ever do to them?
You
How
know
dare they not
what you
have
did.
ramen?
It was a joke. All right, it wasn't a joke.
What about the air raid shelter? It goes right under the fence.
Always right. I should have gone through the air raid shelter.
Floors are not yummy. Did you try to eat a floor? I'm honestly not that surprised.
You about
Me a
the
big
beard.
dumb. Understandable. Why did you do something stupid? Me a big dumb. Understandable. Have a nice day. I did not look at face cam.
Blocked
Okay,
up the
reasonable.
entrance to the air raid shelter. What if there was an air raid?
There hasn't been an
Is that
aeroplane
Ollie's
over
daughter?
Wellington Wells since 1950, has there?
I'm gonna have to
Or
blow
is
a
it just
hole
some
in
little
it.
girl?
Well, where are you going to get
It is
explosives?
his daughter.
Easy.
A hallucination.
From the military camp.
But we can't get into the military camp. Well, what about the distillery? They're going to blow it up.
Right, you're always right. I wonder if they've blown it up yet.
Blow the door. Requires explosives. That makes sense.
You sure it requires explosives?
Maybe it just requires some water and... Wait, no, actually, it requires Coke and Mentos. Car ad? Oh, did you get an ad? Good for you. Enjoy
Yeah, I
the ad.
didn't.
Don't know what you've got till it's gone.
Well, if you can't remember things, maybe you shouldn't be drinking.
You're right. You're always right.
Well, they obviously haven't blown it up yet.
I suppose now we just wait until someone comes by with a pack full of plastic.
Help! They're trying to kill me.
You have to help
Verizon.
him.
Call
What's he
404
ever done for
underscore
me?
stay.
Well, he might be the man with the explosives.
You're right. You're always right. Let's see what his problem is. I
Let's go
wonder
rob
how
him of
much
his
liquor's left
explosives.
around here.
Ollie, focus.
Yay!
Guide to fitting in. 1 out of 5. Great. Ow.
Thank God you're here. I think they draw to the plastic. Wait, Ollie Starkey?
Look, I don't have to help you if you'd rather work it out with the plagueies.
It's Baden Powell. We were in the Punjab together.
Did you know him?
Haven't the foggiest.
Are you gonna help me out? Are you gonna help me out here, Starkey?
Alright, man.
This'll blow a
I
nice
accidentally
hole in the
hit you.
air raid shelter.
And I'm not even trying to joke
Oh,
about
now
it. Because I
remember
actually
Baden
did
Powell.
accidentally hit him.
Real piss ass he was.
No nice bonum, Ollie.
Is that what you do while I'm scrounging all day? Studying Latin? What's the bloody use of that?
Tell me what flavor of ramen
In the
Ollie
end.
would most likely eat. Scotch flavor. Make it a thing if it isn't a thing. He'd also find some sort of way to put insulin in there because he's diabetic. Or at least I'm pretty sure it's insulin that you use for diabetes.
I hope
Like,
this is
for being
enough
diabetic.
dynamite.
Yeah.
You better cover your
Pretty
ears.
sure that is.
Ah, explosion.
Now, what's more fun than that?
Lots of things.
Now, we'll just go down there and pop up inside the fence. I'll give it a whirl.
Why are there so many bombs?
Let's go boom boom.
So, that's not how you do it.
I think you should stick to what you know.
Made a red velvet cake and it was
Aren't you
horrible.
supposed to be at work?
It was
I
completely
quit.
I
horrible.
don't think it was red
Soldiers
velvet.
allowed to quit.
It was brown velvet
We?
because I didn't
Don't
add
think
enough
he'll want me back
red
anyway.
food coloring.
Not after the things I told him.
The general.
This is all his
It
fault.
is actually originally brown if you
Registering
don't
the train,
food
the way
color
we
it.
bent over backwards.
I just didn't add enough food coloring,
Wait.
sadly.
How can I
But
be
it will make
talking
for
to you?
it will make
You're
ramen
dead.
radiation. We don't want
I
that.
quit because
Red
you're
velvet is
dead.
basically chocolate cake with red.
My memory's
Basically.
all
Yes.
confused. It just sloshes around in my head.
Does that make it easier to bear? Now you can make one of those sugar hypodermics. Now don't forget to use it if you start feeling weak. But don't
I
overdo
can.
it.
Ah, here we're. Oh, it's not sucralose or whatever syringe. Cool.
It
That's
can
nice.
really hurt you if you take too much.
Glucose syringe. I should be fine.
Glucose is sugar,
Fond memories.
Yes.
Careful,
so
I
it
think
goes
so.
up, and then insulin Not sugar.
Donald!
Ollie, what
Well,
possessed
how
you
was
to come
your
here?
day?
I need healing
I can
items.
smuggle you out of trouble. Just get in my car. I have to take the lads at the bridge their supper.
I'm afraid I'm on
How
my way
was your
in, not
day?
out. But I might take you up on your offer later.
I suppose the lads will just have to wait a wee longer for
Didn't
their
you
supper.
kill this guy?
I think we just killed the guy who looked like him. Let me get healing items. I have none. Did you just throw a grenade at me? How dare you throw a grenade at me?
Rude.
I'm
Where
German
the
now.
hell's Cheeseman?
McDonald
Probably having
Moore.
a wank in the bushes.
Ollie!
Sorry.
He's probably in the latrine.
Or that.
He's not going to let you in. You'll need his key.
Cheeseman.
I can be quite
Cheeseman?
charming when it suits me.
I bet
I
he's
don't know
still
what
angry
Cheeseman
with you.
is.
It's been 6 years.
Is he still deaf in one ear?
Jesus, this weapon is good.
The tanks were fake! The German tanks! In the can, paper mache!
Don't take that tone with me, Sergeant. I'll call
Hey,
the
didn't
lads.
Sally
They must have
kill
sent
the
the real
general
ones home after
at the
they
end of
took
her
the
story? I
town.
can't
Yes,
remember.
yes,
I
don't
think
a
she
bloody
did.
ghost of Christmas past.
Before the train. Tell him.
In 1946, before they took the children.
I know when they took the children, Ollie.
We could have risen up. We could have saved them. I could have saved my daughter.
Really? Would the good townsfolk of Wellington Wells have followed me into the machine guns? Or would they all have hidden in their basements?
But after the war, you can't keep a secret like that, sir.
Ollie, the safest secret in the world is a secret no one wants to hear.
Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, Ollie, don't you recall? You used to have such a good memory. You typed all my correspondence. When they requisitioned the newspaper and the glue, they needed quite a lot.
You knew?
There's
So Ollie did know,
holes in my memory.
except, you know, his memory
Like a
was
church made of
destroyed by
cheese
joy.
And all the congregation is mice. They have to know the truth, sir. We have to tell them.
Cheese.
Truth has too terrible a cost. Isn't that the decision we all made? Anyway, I'm out here in the Victory Memorial Camp. You don't think I'm the one who decides these things, do you?
Who's minding the bloody store then?
The Executive Committee in City Hall. Why don't you drop by for a chat? I'm sure they'd happily listen to the ravings of a mad Scotsman from the Garden District.
They'd listen to you, sir.
They'd tear me apart like starved jackals, and then they'd pop a joy. I think you should visit Sally Boyle.
I don't want to forget.
Really? Because we had this exact conversation a year ago.
Oh, Margaret. I'm sorry. Margaret. Margaret!
Well, an apology makes it all better, doesn't it?
I'll ask Miss Bing.
You will not.
She'll help me.
I'm calling the lads.
Jesus Christ, that is a weird...
You better get out of here.
How?
Which all,
The cook,
Oliver gets
obviously.
awful news.
Right.
Ready to go?
I might have
Can
overstayed
you
my
answer it
welcome
again?
a bit, eh?
I have
Hop
not.
in.
Maybe I will. Who knows?
Do you remember my meat pounder that I lent you 2 years ago and you lost it smashing some televisions? That's quite an obsession of yours, isn't it?
Can't stand Uncle Jack's stupid face. Damn collaborator. Traitor.
Now, you bought half a bottle of whiskey in recompense, but whiskey's, let's say, 2 bob.
5.
Quiet. You want them to hear you. 2 plus half of 2 makes only 3. Seems to me you owe me at least 3.5 bottles of whiskey to even up accounts.
How about I give you a ton of scotch? I have a lot of that.
Open up! I'm off to feed the lads on the bridge.
You're not hiding Ollie Starkey in that cart, are ya?
I didn't think it fit. Not unless I cut him apart at the joints and boiled him a bit.
Just move along, if you don't mind.
Well, that guy fat shamed me.
Highway robbery.
Wow.
I make it a total
Wow, how
of
dare he.
8.5 bottles of whiskey.
How dare he smuggle me through
Oh,
and then lie for me?
Fine. I'll get
dare
them for
he.
you next week.
I'm so glad we had this wee chat. Crap. All off. Cart's broken down. They don't engineer like they do up in Scotland. I'm going to have to go
We
back for
chat.
parts.
We chat.
Do not steal the
We
bridge
the
boys'
chat
dinner.
of Cole
I shall
404.
be cross with you.
I'd never do that to you.
Say
I'd do it to the
we.
bridge boys, but not to you.
Don't make me regret helping you, Ollie. Not again. And come back next week with my 8.5 bottles.
Don't even think about taking anything, Ollie. You've got few enough friends as it is.
Oh, I knew about the tanks. Everybody's got to know. They've got to know. If the General will help, I'll go to Waterloo House and talk to Miss
They
Bing.
keep giving me tons of skill points. This is absurd.
People listen
I
to
hate
her.
it.
Ollie Starkey!
With slightly different
I hear
things
your house
and
fell
different
down.
features.
Dress
Let me
code?
guess. A bottle of the usual.
It's not
Much
that
as I
strict
enjoy
though.
our quotidian
Like at least we,
transactions, I'm afraid I'm
like it's just that you have to wear a polo that has the school name. Like it has to be school shirts,
I could,
and you have to have
but I won't.
like regular
There is a
khaki pants
mystery
or
that
khaki
confounds
shorts
the best
or black
minds
pants,
of the
black shorts.
constabulary.
So
A pomacious
Yeah,
puzzle.
mine's
like it's not that bad of a dress
Last
code.
night there was unexpected
But
morbidity at the apple tree.
Technically still
and
dress code.
malevolence at the
Like, what do you mean I'm going to an actual
Someone died
middle
last
school
night
this
at
year?
the apple tree.
Find out
Maybe
how
like
and why.
homeschool.
Bridge opens up to you
Okay.
like a rose
We'll just say
in
that.
summer.
Yep.
Lurk in
they're
the chat,
dead.
I guess.
Let's file our report.
If not, that's fine.
You won't
I'll
get
see you
past
later,
the
Blake.
Bobby without
Don't forget about
details.
Twitch. If
Who
you do,
killed them?
then
And how and
okay.
why?
But please
I don't
don't.
know.
Thanks.
I was just trying to protect your delicate sensibilities.
I am
Yeah,
dead.
I've had a
Gates
good
in the
amount
law.
of vacations
But
this year. I
someone
got
brought a
to go
chain
to
and his own
Universal
lock.
Studios.
Someone locked them in.
Went to Portugal, which was the first time going out of country.
Nice.
Such a sad end to a
One
beautiful life.
Since
Con,
when do you care about bobbies?
Forget the bobbies.
where I got to
The
meet
tree.
like
She's not going to produce fruit in a state
the
she's in.
voice
Ollie,
actor for
you're not here
Ahsoka
about a
Tano.
murdered tree.
And I went
It's
to
not the
a
Blights,
con this
Hilda.
weekend.
Something else.
That one.
It happened at night, but they're not wearing the gas masks.
Much fun, much
Why
fun.
would they cast them off? Smells like mustard. Oh dear
fun.
God, tell me no one's got mustard
Do you have
gas
anything
bombs.
else that you're doing before
That's a
summer's
nasty
over?
way to die. Not that there
One
are
of my
many
friends is
cheery
having
ones.
a pool party.
There's how.
going
We
to.
just need the why and the who.
Well,
I have
maybe
no
you'd
idea
like
what
to
I'm
wake
doing.
the dead and ask them your questions.
The dead say to leave no stone unturned.
Really?
Of course not. If I could talk to the dead, I'd just ask them who murdered them.
No stone or Stone Cold Bobby.
This is our dead tree now. Fuck off.
This is
bit
our dead tree
territorial,
now.
aren't we?
Fuck off.
Maybe we shouldn't be moving them.
Well, that was easy.
Oh, I did a 10. If you're pissing off your enemies, you're probably doing something right.
What about that shovel?
Fertilizer, not the murder weapon. I'm
Cryptic
afraid
note.
you've come to the end of your time. What the hell does that mean? Aside from the obvious.
Have you got some answers for me?
It appears your
That's-
lads were lured and locked
actually makes
into the
sense.
apple tree's private park.
Yeah.
Someone tossed in mustard gas to
Look
choke to
pretty.
death.
But all the constables are equipped with.
The masks were tampered with.
But who? And why?
It appears they'd come to the end of their time.
Foggy Jack. Don't you tell anyone. There'd be a panic. Well, on your trolley, don't forget to pop a joy before you hit the revolver.
Please stand in a circle, sir. You're looking awfully well today, sir. How'd you keep the garden off your clothes?
Why does everyone like strawberry?
And people take joy on purpose.
Now, try
Why
to
does
behave
everyone in
whilst
this
you're
game take strawberry? I don't get it. Can't do anything if I'm constantly throwing up. Jesus.
Bobbies, protecting the haves from the have-nots since
And
1829.
there's so many of them. What the shit are you? That's just cheating. It can fly. Screw your criminal defense unit. To advance the story now, we can knock on the door.
I didn't ask you here, did I? If you take enough joy,
Is this
sometimes
her?
one forgets
Is this
the
Miss
silliest
Bing?
things.
People in town are getting a tad bit skinny. I think they're starving to death. And they're painting the streets in fucking rainbows.
She's on
Have you not
joy.
noticed?
Have you had your joy, Ollie?
Why are you all wearing those ridiculous new masks?
You should get one. They shape your face into a smile, and when you smile, you can't help being happy.
That
You were
is
kind to
technically
me,
true.
even when I got confused. I had no
Well,
one
not
else
really
to
logic,
turn
it's
to.
science.
Oh, Ollie.
We have to tell people. They need to know the truth.
Is this the
No,
lady at the beginning of the
Ollie.
game that Arthur was talking
People
to that
do
was just
not
like,
need to
"You're
know
off
the
your
truth.
joy."
Truth is the enemy of happiness. Isn't that the decision we all made?
Oh, but you know the truth, don't you? There's not a thing I can tell you that you don't already know, is there?
No, it's better not to know. You, of all people, should understand that.
I'm truly sorry about this, Miss Bing.
Help! There's a downer in my...
and there she goes. She's dead. She's taking a nap. She's fine. Oh, she
Was
actually
this
is
some
fine.
sort of silly prank?
When I left the village, I thought you people knew what you were doing. Turns out, well, I've been keeping to myself.
I have a pillbox in my kitchen. Would you mind terribly bringing me my joy?
Oh, no, I can't.
Please. Ollie, you were never cruel.
I'm a soldier, Mum. They teach you to be cruel. I need to see the executive committee.
They won't listen. You'll only upset them, and then they'll take more joy and forget. They don't want the whole truth. No one wants the whole truth.
You know what, Miss Bing? I'll come back. I'll come back when you're in your right mind.
No, you can't. Please. I'll take you to the executive committee. I'll walk you there. Anything. Just please give me my joy.
No joy for you.
I need my joy. Why won't you give me my joy?
Because
Sure,
it makes
I'll
you
go
crazy.
get it for you right away. Now, where would a woman stash her joy?
I'm afraid joy is after my time.
Why do I have to get her joy?
Here we go.
Can
she
I just
certainly
not give
hates
her
to
her
be
joy?
off her joy, doesn't she?
You're not going to give it to her.
This is what you were looking for, wasn't it? I'm
That isn't
afraid
her
I
joy.
can't let
Oh,
you
no, it
have
is.
it.
Why the fuck are you doing this? You evil downer bastard! I am gonna kill you! I am going to kill you!
Sorry. I need my words to stick in your head instead of flying right out the other ear.
I've got to answer the blower. People depend on my decisions.
She's got her own pneumatic. I better answer it. Who the hell is Clive Birthwhistle?
You should find out if she likes him or not. You can't trust her, of course. Maybe there's a letter or something somewhere.
Ooh, I don't think she likes him very much. Okay, Mr. Birthwhistle, you can have as big an office as you like.
That doesn't sound like Miss Bing, does it?
Maid outfit. I now have a maid outfit. Oh god. Enjoy my response,
you go.
Clive.
Miss Bing?
Hello, who's at the door?
Why don't you go find
If you're going to talk to that Bobby, you can't do
Nope.
it looking like Ollie Starkey.
Who the hell am I supposed to look like then? King Edward?
Maybe there's a maid's uniform in the house somewhere.
Oh my god, I'm actually using the maid outfit.
What unconvincing lie are you going to try to fob them off with?
You better answer it.
What do I say?
Tell them you're the general and the meeting's been postponed. Ollie, she's going to scream if you don't gag her.
Get away!
It's just like one piece of tape. That's not gonna work.
Dalrymple. From the executive committee?
I'm so sorry. Something's come up. Please come back tomorrow.
Is that General Bing?
Yeah, I haven't got time to chit-chat. We're trying to save the world.
All right. Tomorrow then. Tomorrow, I guess.
Take the key and lock her up. Lock her up.
Okay, I think I'm driving
Lock
this
her
woman
up.
insane.
Take the key.
Lilith,
and
on a
lock
scale of 1
her
to
up,
10, how insane would you
my
say she is?
fair lady.
I brought some food.
I made them sing, Ollie.
I'd say a good
So they wouldn't be afraid.
7, at least.
But then they had to get on the train. Do you remember how they screamed?
Aye, I remember. All except my daughter.
Your daughter?
Aye, Margaret, because she was dead. You've got to eat.
I'll throw it right back up.
What was it your dad fed you when you were sick and couldn't eat anything else?
Coffee yogurt.
I'll bring some.
Coffee
Give me
yogurt?
my joy! Why won't you give me my joy?
I'll
I
get
already
you that coffee
destroyed your
yogurt.
joy, so there's not really possibility of giving you your joy.
Coffee yogurt. What is yogurt exactly?
It's fermented milk, like cheese, only it doesn't curdle.
So I just need some old milk and some coffee.
And probably some sugar to make the medicine go down.
Spoonful of sugar makes medicine go down.
So she's got
she
coffee
does
while the
have
rest of us are drinking toasted chicory.
Never
That's
snap public.
coffee yogurt a la Starkey. I hope she's not particular.
Everything is quite alright. Sleepy tight, nighty night. Everything's tucked out of sight. My fair
I don't think that's the song.
I think you better give her that yogurt.
Miss Bing, your yogurt? I don't
This
know.
is awful. You've ruined it. Oh, Father, why have you forsaken me?
I didn't know what else to do.
Oh my god.
That will be the gardeners. Perhaps you can suggest some lovely colour combinations.
Screw
I think
you,
you better
lady.
answer that.
I didn't realise she was quite this
Ollie,
popular.
she's going to school.
So
Okay.
who am I pretending to be?
You could always pretend to be the maid.
Who is it?
It's Brown, the gardener. Could you get Miss Bing?
I'm sorry, she's very busy.
You should have said that she's out.
She's very busy being out.
I'll leave it with you then. Would you, open up, please?
I haven't got time to shave.
Wrap something around your face.
And I'm a fat, ugly Scotsman.
Not all maids are thin, pretty, and French.
You've got all the bloody answers, haven't you? Just a minute.
You better make sure she's out of sight.
So, should I stick her in a closet somewhere?
I'm afraid so.
Let's go to the closet. We're setting you in here. While we act like your maid. This is completely normal.
Here's an accounting of all the gardening supplies. She can pay me next week. Cheerio.
Why are you
I'll
putting them in
see
the
that she
closet
gets
where
it.
they want
There are acts of heroism
I mean,
you never
yeah.
get a medal for, and they're some of the bravest.
I need air. Open the door. I'm suffocating.
How the hell did she get that
I
piece
think
of tape
you'd better
off?
let her out. No,
I mean, it
you
is
may
just
not
a
just leave
singular.
her in there for a bit.
I didn't say a word.
Well, that's a good look for you. Suits you. You might want to shave a bit.
This big man just
Christ
wearing a
almighty,
maid
can't
outfit.
these people think for themselves?
You must let me answer my messages.
Completely
They won't know
normal.
what to do on their own.
That it's also probably very
promise I
undersized
won't put
because
in
it isn't
any secret cries
his.
for help.
Who the hell is
Super
Prudence
small.
Holmes?
You really
I mean,
ought to get
at
out
the-
more, Ollie.
I'm afraid she's been gone from the office for some time. Why do I feel like a squealer?
I was your friend. The only one who was nice to you. Why would you do this to me?
Because you're spiked on joy.
Have you at least got a cigarette?
Garbage.
They'll kill you, you know.
Whoever told you that?
Last time I managed to dig some out of the rubble, a house collapsed on me. I nearly died.
Give me some joy! I need my joy!
Lilith,
feel
would you
better
take joy if
soon.
it existed?
Ish. I think.
No.
Miss Bing? Oh, Miss
Okay.
Bing? It's Constable Naismith.
You're
If the
busier
joy
than a
did
one-legged
exist,
man
how
at an
popular do you think
arse-kicking
it'd get
contest,
before
aren't
it got
you?
taken
You won't
down?
fool the
Or do you think
bobbies.
like it'd take over?
They'll expect their sandwiches.
Think he's getting upset.
This
Ollie, you better talk
generation-
to him.
I have no idea.
Oh, sorry, Constable. Miss Bing is not here.
Well, if you don't mind, Mom, I'll make my own determination as to her localization.
No, come right in.
Miss Bing, you around?
You better get Miss Bing back to the closet.
He doesn't see me just dragging her to the closet. You need to catch up with me. I'm a fat man. How did you not catch up with me?
It's tiring work
I'm
being
a
a
fat
constable, you
Scottish
know.
man.
I think he wants a sandwich.
Why didn't you just say so? I'm a housemaid. I'm not the bloody cook.
Bribe with
brighten your
sandwich.
day a wee bit. Constable, you must be so hungry. Would you like a sandwich?
A sandwich? Do you know we cannot accept gifts in the line of duty? Oh, look at the time. I best be on my way.
Leave. Never come back.
Now, if the tide of visitors has receded a bit, we ought to be able to talk to Miss Bing a bit.
Any more visitors that you would like to let me know about? I'm sick of putting them back into the closet. She's coming out of the closet a lot.
The children won't stop screaming.
You have to talk to them, then they settle down for a bit.
Are you mad?
Aye, we could have saved them, you know. The tanks were made of papier-mâché. Little Artie Hastings tore a hole in one of them.
What could that possibly matter now?
Suppose it doesn't. Except that's just the first lie. Then comes the victory that wasn't, and then the happy pills, and the Simon Says because the kids are all gone. You can paint loaves of bread on the shop windows all you like, but if people don't wake up, we're all going to starve to death.
Please give me my joy.
I need you here with me, Mom. Not off in Neverland with Wendy and Peter.
That's why everybody is in
tanks
like
were
so thin and nobody's fat.
The children didn't have to get
Because they're all starving to death.
Poor Margaret Worthing
That's
didn't
great.
have to die.
Nah, she didn't.
We go to City Hall, back entrance. There's a private elevator. The code is 0126.
The date of the victory.
I'll write you a letter of transit. It won't be enough. People won't face fact, not until we take their joy. That's what we have to do, Ollie.
Hey, I
And
don't
when we
think
do
she's
that-
spiked on joy anymore.
They'll murder each other in the street.
Then why would you help me?
There hasn't been a baby born in Wellington Wells in 17 years. We don't talk about that.
I'd forgotten that.
There has been a baby in Wellington Wells. Sally's baby.
Let's go see the executive committee.
Oh, people have to know.
In an hour, you horrible little man. I won't even know you exist.
Oh, come on.
You have to find the letters of transit.
I can't stay here. Victoria's probably run to the police already.
Then hurry, find them.
Oh, great. Well, that was easy.
Well, that was unexpected. Ow. But I've got a letter of transit now. I'll see the executive committee in the parade. I'll tell them the food's running out. I'll make them listen.
Why does Ollie have so much health? It takes 5 healing bombs to heal him fully.
He is a Scottish man. He's probably
He's a big Scottish
fairly
man,
tanky.
but like, really?
I'm terribly sorry, sir. The executive committee have decided to close the parade to visitors for the duration.
Duration of what?
They neglected to specify, sir. But I have been specifically informed that it is unrelated to the dispersion of plague. So
Unrelated.
you may put your mind at ease in
Totally
that regard.
unrelated.
Then how the fuck am I supposed to get to the parade, you bell-headed turd?
Perhaps you can dig a tunnel, sir.
Wasn't helping me anyways.
Aren't there already tunnels?
For the train tracks, oh sure. There's no
My
way
Twitch
past the
broke.
hatch on the other side. Believe me, I've tried.
Then how does the Mottling get to the village from the mines on Appleholme?
You're right. There must be tunnels. No idea
It went
where.
green?
Do I have to spell it out for
It
you?
did.
Faraday!
Who
Did
knows?
she design the Motorlink flow system? Oh, she's got to have the blueprints for the Motorlink tunnels.
Bravo, Ollie. One day you won't need me anymore.
Don't you start talking nonsense, lassie. I'll go see Dr. Faraday. So
Why
the
does
parade's
everybody's
locked up
story include Dr. Faraday?
tighter than a vicar's bumhole. Lovely. But there's the Motorlink tunnels. Dr. Faraday has to have a map. Maybe she'll let me make a copy.
Careful. You know how there's all that joy gas in there? It's going to make you throw up. You better wear a gas mask.
They
Effort.
said many. It's the opposite. They said many.
Yes. Oh yeah, he gets sick whenever he takes joy, by the way. And I don't have a gas mask, and this is the room where they puff you full of joy, so this is gonna be
Simon says,
Stray away from
step
that.
on one
I'll be
platform.
fine.
Take a flying fuck at the moon!
Well, this is
There's
World
no
War
one
II.
here but us ravens.
He does not
Simon
like
says,
it.
step on
So
2
he's-
platforms.
So
It just makes him throw up a
Go
lot.
drown yourself in the river!
This is why Ollie is hilarious. You get some debuffs, and you know, the joy starts doing its...
Back in your mouth,
Doing
fatty,
the
you
stuff.
white stain!
Yes. Oh wait, no, we have too much sugar. Crap.
And
Whoops.
Max Snell, you bloody charlatan!
But he takes a lot of healing items to fully heal.
So he's kind of like heavy in TF2.
I don't remember the recipe, but yes, we did make some.
We've been cooped up there forever. Absence
They
makes the
didn't
heart
explain
grow fonder.
how it-
In an absence of absence, I'm afraid. James?
What happened to Dr.
Air
Faraday?
dirty laundry to every stranger that passes by.
If you do the wash, we wouldn't have some... Anyway, this Ollie Starkey.
Who's he when he's at home?
We set up
Oh
together
yeah, in the
at
military, by the way. That's Ollie. Ollie worked in the military.
Ramsgate. Sorry to
I see.
intrude.
Jealousy doesn't look good on you, Roger.
Forgot
You
to
wouldn't happen
forgot to
to
mention
ken
that
the
part.
whereabouts of Dr.
That's why he
Faraday?
had to go get those medals.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
We'll make a gardener of you yet.
James, J. Jonah Jameson.
We found your blueprints.
Brilliant. Give us a look.
James
The thing is,
Madison or
we need
something, I
someone to
don't know.
pollinate the flowers down there.
Oh, fuck
Pollinate.
off with
Is your
pollinating
bum
your
out the window?
flower.
You can't expect a soldier to know about flowers, James.
We
At least
can't
he's not
be that
asking
It's
for
my bee
deflowering,
It's
if you
her
know what
bee
that
cat.
means. If
Well,
you know what
she
I
made it for
mean.
me.
No, I
I
don't.
thought you were worried about
Okay,
pollinating
deflowering is a
All right,
very
fine.
is
Here's
a
the
very
bee cannon.
outdated term
You'll
to
love it.
refer to
It's got cannon in its
virginity
name.
getting
What am I to
deleted.
do with that?
Oh, they're gay, so I feel like they could do that
Suck
together.
'em up.
I feel like they'll be
Flowers.
fine.
Spit them out.
I'll do
Well,
my
I
best.
did not know that.
The guy he was laying on the bed, Arthur's chapter. I'm pretty sure I remember him like waiting for the other
bloody
guy.
bees in the
I don't think
village.
they ever did anything,
Ah,
but
damn
like,
it. That's your garden district, isn't it?
The flowers were almost removed, though.
maybe, possible. I'm normal, right? I fit in. Oh god, they didn't fall for my disguise of sitting on the bench. What is that Jubilator doing on top of that? Ah, hi Jubilator, how's it going? Hope you're having a
See
good
the
day.
blisters?
Are you glitching?
Jubilator? Jubilator?
Are you...
I think I may have been glitching. The Jubilator took me hostage.
That
Jesus
blood
Christ.
drops like on your health.
That's the, you know, the diabetic meter is what you can call it.
It's blood sugar.
Yes, the diabetic meter. Coming soon to a town near you, the diabetic meter.
Smells like someone cleaned every surface with Mortaline. Good thing I didn't smoke anymore. It's a dangerous business.
Nice, sir.
You step onto the tracks, and if you don't keep your feet, there's no
I
knowing
turned
whether
off
you
my
might be swept
Minecraft
off
server and
Hey, a gas mask. I could have used that 20 minutes ago. Let me harvest all of the bees.
They're the only ones around here clever enough
All
to
the
plan for
honey.
winter, and now they're pretty much fucked.
Oh, Father Nature.
Pollinate the plants.
Did
You
you
don't
enjoy
think
your
clearly
visit
enough
to the
as it
Garden
is?
District?
Did you enjoy your visit to the garden district? Throws up. Unload your
Nope.
bee cannon inside the greenhouse. This sounds like a great idea.
don't let out all the bees. How could you let out all the bees?
How do I even let out the bees?
Buzz off!
Oh, I just had to hold it for 7 years. Okay, cool,
Didn't you
totally.
think that was funny?
The bees. The
Bloody
bees.
crickets.
Maybe they found your
Those
blueprints by
darn
now.
bees.
Hey, James, I got your fucking bees.
Your freaking bees.
J. Jonah Jameson, I got your bees.
It's a bit dark. It's under the Uncle Jack fan club. They don't like you very much. Why?
We have a sort of disagreement about whether Uncle
Alright,
Jack's a
let's-
very
hopefully I
fine,
don't
funny
kill myself
fellow,
doing this.
or
Okay,
rotten,
good, I
murdering
lived.
collaborationist traitor.
So
Okay,
that's
now
why you
I need
smash
to-
all the
oh.
televisions. Roger.
Yeah, spawn
Nervous.
right in
Have
front
you
of my
got an
face,
escape
why
plan?
don't you?
For after you talk to the executive committee.
Why would I need an escape plan?
they're
I'm just going to
cornering
tell
me.
the executive committee what's going on in the
Die.
village. They're not
Yeah.
gonna
Oh
shoot the
yeah, I
messenger
remember
out
what
of it.
Ollie's doing.
Then I'll
Now
just
he's
go back
telling
to
the
my
truth about
home
what
in the
happened
train
with the
station.
paper mache
How
stuff.
would I escape?
Because
Anyway,
nobody knows that all of the tanks were fake and just paper
It'd be
mache.
ridiculous, Roger.
what are you talking
And whenever
The
Arthur
Uncle Jack
told him that and
fan
he
club.
remembered
They
that,
bring a giant balloon.
Oh, yeah,
to
was the one who
the
helped him
flowers
read
parade
that.
every year.
Hank's
It's
paper
supposed to be
mache.
his head.
because it was
Oh,
a
now,
scare
that
tactic
could carry
for
you away to-
them to surrender so
Rather than
Germany
take
would
you.
win
I
that.
suppose if I'm in the
interaction.
club anyway, I might as well grab the float. If nothing
Yeah.
else, no one will have
They
to
didn't
look
know
at
that.
Jack's
They
head
thought they
were
flying
real
and they
across the
surrendered.
village on May Day.
Oh yeah, I remember, you know, in real life,
I'll jump off that bridge
Yeah,
when I
Misery
get to
told
it.
me they did that in real life
Empty hydrogen
to
tank.
somewhere.
What
I
am
can't remember
going to do
where.
with the empty one?
The label, DSIR, the Department of Scientific and Industrial Research. Well, you know, in Albright Labs. In the parade.
You think we can get the deposit back?
They could
must have
get
full
the
ones
deposit
there.
back.
Oh, what did I ever do to
yeah,
deserve you,
there were
Margaret?
inflatable
Oh, right.
tanks used.
I've got a map of the tunnel into
British
the parade.
to
Seems
fool
like
the
I need to get in
Germans
through the
into
Jacobean
surrendering.
Club. God, I hate Uncle Jack.
This
Uncle
is
Jack
the-
fan club.
just-
Don't
I
worry.
suppose they can't remember what he did.
I would
during the
not.
war.
I just don't worry
Voice
about
of the
that.
occupation.
Well, I mean, I do
Authority on the radio,
stream,
wasn't he?
so what Jack did. Oh,
How on
I
earth
could-
did he
I-
get to be Uncle Jack?
I mean,
Everybody
my
likes
mom
him,
was there
except
for
you.
Have they
a while.
forgotten what he did?
People are forgetting a lot of things now.
Oh, I
So
suppose they don't
I
even
kinda-
know what he did to you.
yeah,
But how did they
she's kinda
forget who
told
it
me
was on the
some
German radio
legal
every
stuff.
night during the occupation? They
Disclaimer,
locked
I'm
him up
not
after
giving
the
out legal
victory.
advice.
People don't talk
What?
about the past anymore.
When did they let him
Sorry,
in?
I'm sorry. Give me a second.
You've forgotten things
There's
too,
so
you know.
much audio right now. I cannot hear. I'm finally progressing
But
the
it's all up
goddamn
there.
story. Holy hell.
They don't need a cook. They need a maid.
Where's the bloody parade balloon? You
Oh
can
my
hide the
God.
Tsar and all his relations up here, and no one's the wiser. Time to get the float out of here.
Ollie!
I said float. What did you think I said?
We didn't come here for the float. We came here to get into the Motoline tunnels. When you have eliminated the
Oh, yeah,
impossible,
but I know.
whatever remains, however improbable,
Let's
must be the
see.
truth.
You want me to go up the chimney? Like Santa Claus after he's eaten up all the biscuits?
Didn't you read the plans? There's a secret passage and a hatch.
I knew there was a hatch here. I hope it really does go to the tunnel to Appleholme. We haven't been in the parade in
Oh
a
my God.
while, have we, Margaret? I hope the executive committee listens. I hope they're willing to tell people the truth.
Don't forget to get some hydrogen for your float, in case it doesn't go well in the broadcast tower.
I hope you're wrong, Margaret. What happened here?
Something happened here. Ah, the sickness happened here. It's
What
just
are you
hard
doing
to
in my
this game.
playhouse?
Margaret.
It was raining.
Your legs are all wet.
They shot you. You ran and they shot you.
You're still drunk.
Are you gonna haunt me?
Do you want me to go away?
No, please don't.
I think you're sitting on Helga.
Sorry, Helga.
I almost finished her. She's ever so upset about her apron.
So it's
She likes
not
everything
even
we
just
just
a
said.
hallucination.
Could you finish her for me? The gate's open, Ollie.
A simple plan.
Can't you just not look at the telly?
No, I can't just not look at the telly. They put one in every bloody corner. I'll tell you what I can do. I can blow up the bloody broadcast antenna at City Hall.
That is the worst idea I've ever heard from you.
Oh yeah, he was destroying the Uncle Jack things because they were everywhere.
Have you?
And because he was with the Germans before the war, yet they're just forgetting that. So.
It's like a plague.
He remembers and he's pissed.
They're
wearing
Department of
masks.
Senseless idiotic research. If anywhere's got hydrogen, it's these bampots. If not, I'm off to the executive committee to fill a bag with hot fucking
God
air.
damn it.
And there's my hydrogen. No.
It rickrolls you every time you throw the dart.
That's what you get. You get hit in the face. That's what you get.
Up here, Ollie. I think you can open up the doors from the office.
Well, how the hell do I do that? I can't even fly up.
Oh wait, the cannon.
Good job.
And now I just get in.
Oh god, Ollie, you're gonna die. I put in some hydrogen and now I'm using a cannon to shoot me.
I hope this doesn't tear up any bits you'll miss later.
Everything's fine. No, he landed on his face.
Still got all my bits. They
Even
just hurt
worse.
extraordinarily much. Who needs trains and planes? We ought to have sent the mail by cannon.
All right, I've opened the door. Now, please, just go.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you
I'm gonna have
kindly.
the worst headache for the rest of the week.
Now, please, just go. Well, you know what I have to say to that? Fuck you. Hope they enjoy the holiday, because if not, you're never going on holiday until I murder you
Broadcast
later.
tower can't be that far from
Right.
here. I wonder what the executive committee's up to right now.
The elevators must be up these stairs.
I don't think I want to try to get past headmistress while she's on the job. I better shut her down first. Where have they hidden her controls? Sorry, ma'am. I need to get upstairs.
You'll have to ask someone who has time on her hands.
The elevator's shuttered. Could you open it?
I'm so sorry. I'm in a bit of a jam. Would you mind asking one of my colleagues?
You are both useless. Oh, I can do parkour. They've got little plants over Sally Boyle. Sally Boyle and Ollie never interacted in the story, so I want to know what they know about each other.
How did I get here?
Did you go and see Sally Boyle?
I can't have. She's in the village.
Or she came to you. It doesn't matter.
She comes by. Why does she come by? Do we trade?
What did you buy from her?
My memory's more than usually fuzzy.
Did you take something she gave you?
I was sad, wasn't I? And ashamed. I still feel it. I just don't know why.
You bought something from her, didn't you?
Why was I sad? What have I got to be ashamed of? Margaret, don't look at me like that. Can't help it if I don't remember.
It's out of power.
Where do I turn on the bloody power to the elevator? There we go.
One of the moments.
I go.
The elevator. You're about to reveal the truth. Are you ready? Once you go through these doors, you are done with any adventures in Wellington Wells. Yes.
What the hell happened here? Christ, it's all going down the crapper.
You don't have to talk like that.
Who's in charge here?
You're in luck. It's me today.
It's me today.
Take the dread responsibility.
Why do you rotate?
Do I know you?
That's a horrible idea.
So, there's only one of you who doesn't take joy on a day?
I might have had a little.
The tanks in the military camp. Did you know they made a papier-mâché?
Oh, that's terrible. Would you like a joy?
Have you been getting out into the village lately? People are getting a bit slim. And these charts, are we running out of food?
Oh,
I love how he's talking to a wall because of the angles.
Here, let me get you a
I moved away from the door and then I clicked
the
E.
executive
And now I'm just talking to the wall.
You people are in charge
I
of
mean,
the
it might
whole
as well be.
shebang.
She's not listening.
Ever since the victory.
Exactly.
What's wrong with the tanks?
You know what? I've forgotten.
Oh, good. Well, come back if you remember, but with any luck you won't. Be seeing you.
We have to tell people.
Oh,
they
did
need
he
to make a
take
new
joy?
executive committee.
Absolutely. If they won't heed the loony from the garden district, they're sure to hearken to the dead girl in his head.
They'd listen to Uncle Jack.
You know what that man did.
Everyone listens to him all day long.
I can't stand his smirking face.
Ollie.
You're right. You're always right.
You're
But
always
it's not
right.
going to be pretty. If we go upstairs, we're going to make him tell the truth about bloody everything.
Good Christ, he's gone off.
Can't have gone off.
It's his last show.
How'd you ken that?
The camera's smashed. They couldn't have shot another. Play it.
No, can't leave here until everyone knows.
Let's see what Jack has to say for himself.
What is the...
I'm sure I had it right.
Be
here.
real.
You know, there are times you can actually take a little too much joy and, well, then you can't remember where anything is, can you? Ah, yes, here it is. Mrs. Florence Gilbert of Brougham Hayes is holding an exhibition of her hand-knit dolls. She likes to make dolls from all over the world, all knitted in wool.
It's his last show.
How'd you ken that?
The camera's smashed. They couldn't have shot another.
She already said that.
Margaret.
Why is he talking about you?
Who's Margaret?
Because I love dolls.
What am I talking about? Who cares about the past? Well, listen. Do drop by to see these fabulous dolls at Mrs. Florence Gilbert's.
Poor thing.
Poor thing?
She loved dolls, you know. She had dozens of them, but from all over. I can assure you that there's absolutely no truth to the silly rumour that the food is running out.
How does he know about your dolls?
However, it is true that there's a brand new flavour of joy. You'd think a 12-year daughter would be over dolls.
His daughter?
Yes, Ollie.
But she made these darling little costumes. I knew it was wrong. I mean, she was even excited about going to Germany. It was me. Couldn't imagine living without her, so I hid her. And someone tipped them off, and she ran.
No, that's not right. It was Jack what turned you in and I what tried to save you.
No, Ollie. You turned me in.
I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time.
But you were my daughter.
Jack Worthing. Margaret Worthing. You're Ollie Starkey.
No, I couldn't have. I could never have betrayed you. You're my
neighbour. I was your neighbour.
How could I? How could I do a thing like that?
It wasn't even his daughter, it was his neighbor.
Thank God.
Well, I thought they were saying that, like, he was Uncle Jack, and that was, like,
I never meant to hurt you.
he didn't remember it.
It's a bit late for an apology.
What can I do? Tell me.
Do you hear me? We've come to the end of our time. The food's run out. We're all going to starve to death. You have to stop taking your joy. Take it from Jack Worthing. It's me.
People have to know.
That Jack's your father?
Stop.
That Jack's gone. That the food's run out.
All have to stop.
That they have to stop taking the joy.
Stop it.
You have to broadcast the tape.
Right. I could do that.
But you won't, will you?
God, I never meant to hurt you, Margaret. I'm sorry. Can't leave here
Stop going
until
away.
everyone knows the truth. I've cut the power. The bastards!
There's an emergency, one of those wheelie power thingamabobs.
Oh, of course, I have to keep Jack on air.
Imagine it runs out of power at
Good
the
thing I
last
made you get
second.
that float.
It didn't. Way too much fighting. Even if he's a strong man,
What do we
it doesn't
do
make
now?
it easier.
We say goodbye.
To who?
I'm not really your daughter.
I know that.
And I'm not really here.
But
I'm a lie too.
we've been together so many years.
You don't think having an invisible friend is a wee bit babyish for a man who's been to war?
We can hide in the train station till it all blows over.
Now that you've put that on the telly, I think it's time you put away childish things.
You're right.
You're always
right.
perfectly
Goodbye,
fine.
Margaret.
Maybe.
You bastards! Look up! It's Ollie Starkey! Wake up, you damn sheep! I never liked you! Or you! That's right, you as well, pal! It's not a lovely day for it! It's a fucking terrible day for it! Lovely day for fucking what, anyways! Fuck the law, you bastards!
Oh my
I'm going
god.
home!
Did you see that? Ollie, you are the most stupid character in this goddamn game. Oh my god. Oh, epilogue! Hey.
Are you alright, sir? I'd forgotten just how heinous a person I am.
This is Arthur, by the way.
Truth is not for everyone, sir. You see, some people find they're stronger than they ever supposed.
Yay, Sally.
Some people can let go of the confabulations that have comforted them. Some make choices that surprise even themselves.
food's run out. You have to stop taking your joy.
But perhaps these people are not you. Are you sure you don't wish to forget and go back? I was happy before, wasn't I?
Don't take the joy, Arthur. Obviously, I'm gonna remember. Who the hell would forget?
Are you really a constable? I patrol the boundaries. Come on, sir. Once you're out there, you'll know what to do.
And that's the end.
That's the end. We did it. And more
Lovely
cutscenes.
day for it.
Oh,
Lovely day for it.
I think
Lovely day for it. I don't even know how to tell the truth anymore.
Ball bounces. Kid steps.
Who is this? See?
Lovely day for it.
Are you joking? It's been shitty all day. Did you not notice the drops of water falling out of the sky? Gonna be shitty tonight too.
You're right. It has been rather a shit day.
Arthur just agrees with him, just like, you're right, it has been quite a shit day. We're gonna start one of the 3 DLCs. Probably the campaign.
You're off your joy. How dare you be off your joy? We don't like downers here.